Every revolution has a moment nobody sees coming. A quiet Tuesday, a number on a screen, a decision most people postpone until it's too late. We are living inside that moment right now. Bitcoin crossed $100,000 for the first time in late 2024. The headlines screamed. The skeptics went quiet. And then, as markets always do, it pulled back. It corrected. It tested nerves. And millions of people who had watched from the sidelines for years told themselves the same thing they always tell themselves: I'll wait for a better entry. But here's what the history books will record about April 2026. This wasn't a top. This was a pause. Think about what has fundamentally changed. In 2024, the United States Securities and Exchange Commission approved Bitcoin spot ETFs. That single event unlocked the floodgates of institutional capital, pension funds, endowments, sovereign wealth funds, money that had been waiting on the regulatory sidelines for over a decade. BlackRock's Bitcoin ETF became one of the fastest financial products in history to cross $10 billion in assets under management. Not in years, in weeks. And then there's the supply side of the equation. And this is where the story gets mathematically brutal for anyone sitting on the sidelines. Bitcoin's fourth halving happened in April 2024. The block reward dropped from 6.25 Bitcoin to 3.125 Bitcoin. Miners, the backbone of the network, now produce half the Bitcoin they did before. Every single day, less new Bitcoin enters circulation. Meanwhile, demand from institutional buyers, retail investors, and nation-states accumulating strategic reserves is growing. This is not a complex equation. When supply falls and demand rises, only one thing happens to price. There are 21 million Bitcoin, ever. Not 21 million per year, not 21 million per decade, 21 million, total, forever. Of those, an estimated 3 to 4 million are permanently lost. Wallets with forgotten passwords, hard drives in landfills, early miners who never imagined their coins would be worth anything. That leaves roughly 17 million Bitcoin in circulation. And of those, long-term holders, the so-called diamond hands, are absorbing supply faster than miners can produce it. The window to accumulate Bitcoin at prices the next generation will consider laughably cheap is not closing slowly. It is closing fast. This is not financial advice, but it is a history lesson. And history, in the world of Bitcoin, has a pattern that keeps repeating for those patient enough to read it. The oracle has spoken. Are you positioned?